Tov, good morning. We continue with our 3-minute daily dose of Torah. Looking at the complicated figure of Noach the past 2 days, and complicated in pinning down, how to assess him in the end. The man who did tremendous things, right? He in the end helped ensure that the world would continue and follow through God's command in all the ways that he did. Here's a phrase that is an intriguing one. We read this in Rashi. As when he's finally completed this task, it takes him a very, very long time to build the ark. Vayas Noach kachol asher tzivahu Adonai, we're told in Zion Hay that he did everything that God has commanded him. He followed that as he was told. He was 600 years old, we're told. V'hamabul hayamayim al haaretz, and it was. The mabul was happening. The mabul, the deluge, was happening. Water on the earth. Vayavo Noach uvanav v'ishto v'neshev anav ito al teva, and Noach and his sons and his wife and his sons' wives with him all came to the teva, el hateva mipnei meha mabul. That phrase, mipnei meha mabul, how do we read it? So the simple text translation is the Ibn Ezra, mipnei pachad meha mabul, because he was really due to fear, right, of the flood waters. Or the Radak, it says mipnei is kind of read as preceding, but Rashi says no, mipnei meha mabul, right in the face of and due to, and it quotes the teaching of Chazal. Af Noach miktanei amunah, or emunah haya. Even Noach was small of faith. Ma'amin ve'eno ma'amin shiavo hamabul. He believed and he didn't believe that the waters of the flood would come. He ended up not entering the ark, even though God said it's coming, until the waters forced him in. Now, I understand also I wouldn't go in early. It's not really an inviting place to want to lock myself in before I need to. But he didn't enter the ark as a resident until the last moments when the waters are pressing him in. And Rashi and Chazal say because he's mikatane emunah, of a little of faith. He believed and he didn't believe. And on the one hand, you say, "Oh, there you go, right? That's a damning depiction of Noach, and we are the Abrahamic descendants who are people of full faith." I would contend that most of us would feel much more like Noach. Mikatane emunah. If you tell us that we're little of faith, it doesn't mean that we don't have faith, but we have this ambivalence or this confusion, and we believe and we don't believe. We try to say ani mamins for whatever the issue of the faith is about. And if you call us K'tanei emunah, okay, at least we're people of emunah. If you say a little of faith, we're not. It's not that damning because the tzaddik tamim, the righteous person, as described here, could be defined that way too. It doesn't mean that we really think the whole thing is a sham. God forbid on some days. But there are parts of us that question, parts of us that sometimes question things, and that's seemingly a natural way, even for some of the finest people, to have ever made a difference and partnered, walking with God, as did Noach. Have a faithful day.